Hey, all you Speed Racer fans. So this will pretty much be for the Racer X mini-series. It's the Origins mini-series that came out from Wildstorm in the late 90s. So if you happen to read the Speed Racer comics, you pretty much know Racer X is this mysterious guy, but they never really talk about his origins. In the first issue, it's pretty much Rex Racer leaving behind what happened to him, why he left Pops and the Speed Racer team, and then of course him meeting this mysterious Prince guy who could be what makes him become Racer X. You know, possibly sponsor him as a racer. I like that they portrayed him as this like fast wheeling guy, kind of like a Steve McQueen type guy. I like how they the artwork and stuff like that. I think the artwork is really cool. It was kind of interesting to see kind of his side of the story as far as him leaving and why he left and stuff. I also like the story of, that he, like, stopped these people hijacking the plane. That was, like, a good idea as far as, like, his character. He wasn't just, like, a racer. He was also, like, a good kind of hero in the end. I like these panels with him and the Prince. I think it's cool. There's something he says in this issue, the Prince says to him, where the Prince tells him he's immortal, and Rex is kind of like confused about that. But you learn later in the series why, or what he meant. Issue 2 is where Rex becomes the protege, learns a lot about the origins of the Prince through his sister, gets tortured, and of course has to race the Prince. Even though it's drawings, the scenery was really cool. I like the different panels and stuff that show that. It seemed to be with, in real life as well, the idea or ideology that, you can't trust outsiders. A lot of the people, that worked at the Prince didn't trust Rex. I thought that was a true, fact in real life. I mean, this happens. You can't trust outsiders as much as you... I don't even know if there's a time in history where you could trust outsiders. They also introduced Dr. Cranium, who happens to be the guy who designed the prototype for the Mach 5, which Speed Racer eventually races. I thought that was a cool element to add his character in both stories. The Speed Racer Origins and, of course, the Racer X Origins that you're looking at. They also tell the backstory of the Prince, which I thought was done well. Of course, it's to be continued with a race through a volcano between the Prince and Racer X. Issue 3 is the Mark of Death, where it's pretty much the Prince versus Racer X in a race that only one of them can survive. I thought this was a really cool element to the story. I really like this, that they drove through a volcano. You also come to find out that the treasure was real, and there was a treasure for this, as well as guarded by this really cool ship. This, like, bird ship. It's got action and mystery and betrayal, as well as racing. You also come to find out that the Prince tells him that he can't get out of the volcano because his car got stuck, and that Racer X will be the new Prince. And that's how he becomes immortal, even though he dies. He wants Rex to take over as the Prince. I like that element that Rex took over. If you read the Speed Racer Origins, you'll know that this was Rex. Yeah, overall, I liked it. If you happen to be a Speed Racer fan and, like me, a bigger Racer X fan, then you guys will definitely like this Origin series. I definitely recommend getting it. It's really cool. It's got anything and everything that Speed Racer comics need to have. And, yeah. So there you go. So that's my review of the Racer X Origins mini-series, issue 1, 2, and 3. It's collected in this trade paperback if you happen to don't want to track down the comics. If you're a die-hard comic fan, then you'll want to track down the comics. I think I have some of the comics. I don't think I have all 3 issues. But yeah, so now I got the trade paperback. So there you have it. That's my review. Check out more reviews on my channel.